Welcome to the Bogart Podcast, coming to you live from Bloomfield, New York. It's been a while since I put up a podcast. A lot of things going on, but one of the things was that the video podcasting wasn't really working out. So I'm back to audio podcasting, and I'm just going to post these podcasts on YouTube because they get more views there instead of having a website and stuff like that. But yeah, I'm back. But again, there's going to be no video podcasts because I felt like when I was doing the video podcasts, when I started recording, it was like deer in headlights. Like I didn't know what to do. I was almost camera shy, you could say. Yeah, I'm just going to stick with audio podcasting. So call the show. 585-678-1660. That's 585-678-1660. Call in, leave a voicemail, and I'll play it on the podcast. I got one voicemail today that I'm going to be playing. Came in yesterday, so going to be playing that. You can also get a hold of me at thebogartpodcast at gmail.com. That's thebogartpodcast at gmail.com. If you want to get a Beer Pirate Radio sticker, just email me with your address, and I'll send that out to you too. I have a bunch of stickers still left over. If you don't know what the Beer Pirate Radio is, it is the podcast, basically production that I have. Beer Pirate Radio is the YouTube channel that I post these podcasts on. So just search Beer Pirate Radio on YouTube and you can find all the podcasts. I think I have 2 regular podcasts up and I have the St. Paddy's Day special. So check that out. So what have I been up to for the last 2 months since I uploaded the last podcast? To tell you the truth, just living life. I try to take things day by day now. I don't plan something majorly anymore. Last summer, I got diagnosed with skin cancer. And it was scary because, I didn't know anything about skin cancer. And I went to the doctor one day and they took a little look at a spot that was on my back. And it was cancerous melanoma. So I just been living life to the fullest. And to tell you the truth, now I'm kind of getting back to the routine of things. It was an easy procedure to remove the cancer, but it kind of scares you a little bit because, it's like, holy shit, you have some form of cancer on your back. So, yeah, it was scary, but I went to the dermatologist the other month and they said everything was clear. So, yep, I've been doing that, getting ready for summer. A lot of cornhole playing. I love playing cornhole. I play with my girlfriend's mom, and she is such a badass player. She always runs me for my money. So, working around the house too, getting ready for summer and stuff like that. So, got a new bed. I had a queen size bed that I got from Rent-A-Center. Don't ever get anything from Rent-A-Center. They just will rip you the fuck off. Don't get anything from Rent-A-Center. We got a queen-size mattress there once. Paid double retail price for it. I thought I was getting a good deal, and then I saw at Big Lots the same mattress for half the cost. So, yeah, just stay away from Rent-A-Center, really. I upgraded to a king-size bed. I had a queen. Now I got a king. It is awesome. I mean, I love how I have room in the bed now, and I share a bed with my girlfriend and my dog, Lucy. Lucy will just move around and kick you off the bed, and I can see people now like, oh, why did you let the dog sleep on your bed? Well, I just know that she's safe next to me. Easier for me to fall asleep. Been going to the dog park a lot up in the Rochester. Lucy loves it there. She will go around and explore. She's a beagle, so she has a great sense of smell and stuff. So she gets her scent going, and she loves the dog park. So, all right, so we're going to play the first voicemail that I've gotten. I think you guys know who it is if you guys been listening to the show. I'll play it for you here.
Hey, Evan Bogart podcast. This is a first-time caller, long-time listener who will remain anonymous. I just want to know, since you're a retired semi-professional skier, who you think the best skier in the game is. All right, thank you. Bye-bye.
So if you recognize that voice, you know who that was. But anyways, so let me tell you about my life as a skier. Now, back in probably, I think it was like 2004, I used to ski with my buddies, and we had a kind of like a ski group. We called it the I Hate New York for Skiing group. And we put out 2 movies. The first one was self-titled. It was I Hate New York for Skiing. And then we made another film in 2006 called Bogart. And I don't know to this day why they called it Bogart. But yeah, so after that, kind of some of the people in the group blew up skiing-wise. About probably, I want to say, like maybe 4 or 3 people became pros. Like to this day, they still ski and still make money. I wouldn't call me a pro skier. I mean, because I consider if you're a pro that you can afford a house and pay for the house just doing skiing. I couldn't do that. The whole time I was skiing, I would call semi-professionally, not even that. I was more of an amateur. I think the most that I ever got skiing was either a pair of skis from a company, or I won a contest and I won a little bit of money. But yeah, so I wouldn't say that I'm a professional skier at any means. I was more of an amateur, I would say. I don't ski as much now that I did back then, but yeah, because I only took like 1 ski trip last year and that was about it. So I still love to ski. And I love watching ski films. Actually, I bought 3 ski films not too long ago. I probably have in my collection like 20 plus ski films that I watch regularly. Just I like watching skiing, like doing tricks or skiing POW. So I wish I could do more skiing, but it's just, finding the people that want to ski, and it's just a hassle. So I couldn't do the stuff that now that I did back then. So, but if you knew that voice, you know that it was my good friend David. He's going to be actually probably down the road going to be a co-host for the Bogart show, or the Bogart podcast, I should say. We've been talking about, I've been trying to search for someone to be a co-host, because it's just me talking in the mic, and I would have someone else's opinion to topics and stuff like that. So hopefully down the road, David will be the co-host of the Bogart podcast. And yeah, so I got many opinions about how the Bogart podcast should be. And some people were like, well, don't repost news stories and talk about that. It's just boring. And I completely agree. But, it's just me that is doing this show. I got to fill some time up. So that's why I do the news. But, a lot of people, like my girlfriend, were like, don't just play news articles and then talk after that. So I'm going to try to do my best today to not do that. I'm going to try to just talk about life and stuff like that. And what helps is that if you guys call into the show at 585-678-1660, that's 585-678-1660. Yeah, just leave a voicemail and I'll play it on the podcast, and we'll talk about that stuff, whatever you want to talk about. Email the show too, and I'll read your email. That is at thebogartpodcast@gmail.com. That's thebogartpodcast@gmail.com. So I guess the first thing I wanted to talk about, I guess, is a lot of people are getting hacked on Facebook. It seems like every day I hear one person getting hacked on Facebook and basically just fucking up their profiles and shit. It happened to my girlfriend Laura's sister. She got her Facebook hacked and started posting like half naked girls and stuff like that on her profile. It just sucks because she had a bunch of photos on there that she wanted to save, and now this guy's changing all her passwords and shit, wanting to get money to give back her profile. So, and in trying to, I wouldn't say blackmail, but basically just trying to get money, and then she would get back her profile. But I'm saying that if she did give back the money, or did give money to this person and then got back her profile, I bet this person would hack into it again and then offer wanting more money. So I think if someone did hack me at this time on Facebook, I'd just be like, I'm done with Facebook. I don't even use Facebook that often anymore. I'd probably post stuff about the podcasts and whatever my girlfriend tags me in. But besides that, I don't even use Facebook anymore. I use Facebook Messenger more than I do Facebook itself. I think Facebook in the next, I want to say year or two, is going to be really shitty. But Mark Zuckerberg, the creator of Facebook, is now dabbling in VR, virtual reality kind of fucking shit. So, I mean, he's got billions and billions of dollars. So he's going to be set for his life, his child's life, the child after that's life. So, but I think Facebook is going to be dead in the next maybe 2 or 3 years. I use Instagram mostly. I love looking at other people's stories and stuff like that. If someone did hack my account on Facebook, I'd just be like, you can have it. I mean, I got all the pictures backed up, so just do whatever you want to do it. Now, the other thing I wanted to talk about, and I'm going to probably get hate for this, but gas prices are at their all-time high. I think the highest I saw it was $5 a gallon. And then people are like, oh, Biden did this to us and stuff like that. I mean, yeah, that's probably some of his fault, but again, it's inflation. It was bound to happen. So, and then I was reading an article that this one person that went to Europe said that they got gas in France and it was like 7 something a gallon. So, I mean, I guess you wouldn't complain too much about the gas being that high. I mean, if you lived in France, that's ridiculous, $7 a gallon. I mean, it was bound to happen that the gas prices were going to go up. I mean, minimum wage jobs are now like $15 an hour. What would you expect when everything went up? Like minimum wage went up, salaries went up. It was bound to happen. And I'm not putting all the blame on the president or whatever, Biden. And I could see people now saying, oh, well, Evan is not American. And I'm an American. I love America. But, I mean, it was bound to happen, folks. So now that it's summer, I got 2 drones that I've been trying to master the skill of flying a drone. One drone that I got was a pretty cheap drone. It was from Ollie's. If you don't know what Ollie's is, it's like a knockoff version of Walmart, I guess. They sell stuff dirt cheap, and it's not the greatest quality of things. I got one for Christmas for my family, and then I got another one for free from my buddy that I helped move. And he's like, yeah, you can take this drone, thanks for helping me move. And I was like, okay. I've been just trying to master the skill of just keeping the drone steady in place. I mean, if I spent like $9,000 on a drone, it would be so much easier to fly a drone. But these ones are a little bit cheaper, and so they're a little squirrely. I had a bunch of people over the other day for a cookout, and we were flying the drones, and one of them got almost stuck on my neighbor's roof. I felt so bad about that, just having him hear from his house like a big bang on his roof, and I was like, oh, I'm sorry, and stuff like that. Yeah, I mean, just flying them, they're a little squirrely, so I'm mastering the skill. I'll probably have it mastered by the end of the summer, but yeah, I still got some time. It's the beginning of June now, so I was going through my subscriptions that I have for like different things like Hulu and Sirius XM and all that, and I'm just trying to narrow down what I actually use. I had a Planet Fitness membership that probably for like 6 months I didn't even go to, and I was paying like $10 a month. I always thought maybe just keep it just in case, like let's say the shower shits the bed or we lose power or something like that. I can just go to Planet Fitness and take a shower, but I just noticed that I spent like $60 on nothing, like literally just throwing money out the window because I just didn't go to Planet Fitness. I mean, when I first started going to Planet Fitness, we were going about maybe twice a week, maybe 3 times a week. And then we just kind of stopped. COVID happened, and it was just, the whole world changed. Like, I don't even like going out to public now to go. Well, I'm not going to say I don't like going out to public, but I don't like going to like crowded areas where I'm so close to people that they're breathing down my neck. So going to a gym and there's people right next to you working out, I kind of didn't like that. So we stopped going. Like me and my girlfriend, we stopped going. Yeah. So I was just throwing money out the window left and right with with the membership. So I'm thinking about getting rid of Sirius XM radio. I like it because I listen to the Grateful Dead. They have their live shows that they play at noon, and I usually tune in and listen to that. And then I listen to XMU. It's like a alternative indie band station. So yeah, I listen to that, but I haven't been listening to it lately, and that's another $13 that I have going out the window. So yeah, I gotta sit down and like go through these subscriptions and just be like, what the fuck do I not use and what do I do use? That's how they get you though. They get you in this membership and you pay every month and then you forget about it and then you're like, oh fuck, wondering why $100 is missing a month because all these stupid subscriptions. I'm gonna end the show right now and I want your guys' opinion. What is the favorite fast food restaurant of all time? Is it McDonald's? Is it Taco Bell? Is it Burger King? Let me know. Call on the show, 585-678-1660. That's 585-678-1660. Or email me what you think at thebogartpodcast@gmail.com. I'll be playing voicemails that you guys send in and reading your email, but I want to know what your favorite fast food restaurant is. And we'll have a debate on the next episode of the Bogart Podcast. I'm Evan Bogart. Take it easy. Peace.